Let me also share my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Alright,
Yes.
nice.
Yes.
All right. So while we're waiting, if you don't mind, since we're like a smaller group here, um, if we go around the room, just give a quick intro about yourself and what you currently do and why you're interested in Azure data bricks or data engineering. So I can start with Rabi.
Hey, Viju and all. My name is Ravi. I've been working as a senior uh, data engineer. I live in Virginia, and Viju and I work together in one of the new project. I want to learn Databricks and data engineering because everybody's moving towards the Azure now. I have like a 2 decades of SQL experience, but I have no experience at all on the Azure. So I want to learn Azure so badly now.
Nice, nice. Thank you, Rabi. It's always good memories working with you. I learned a lot from you.
Yes,
Glad to yeah, glad to give back. How about you, Rui?
Hi. So I'm Rui. Um, I work as a data engineer in a telecom company. I live in Portugal, Lisbon,
Nice,
and yeah, and I'm new to Azure also. So I want to learn a little bit about Azure and all these cloud tools and cloud environment, let's say like this. So yeah, that's the purpose here is to hear what you have to present us and to decide
nice, nice.
which way to go.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you. Yeah. How about you, Asagi?
Hi, my name is Osage. Uh, I have no prior experience whatsoever. I know there are two senior data engineers here. I'm starting to wonder if I'm in the right room. But yeah, I picked up. I used to be a technical recruiter for Google. So I just started, with seeing people's profiles and all. I started learning about some technical stuffs in the cloud. So I decided to take the exams 201, DP 201 and 204.
Uh,
So yeah, I'm just learning to try and see if I can branch into the
mm,
space and find a job. That's the main goal. So yeah, that's my story.
nice, nice, nice. Great. One quick question: Do you have SQL skills or Python or not yet?
Yeah, so
Just
I am say I'm intermediate in SQL. I'm still
okay,
beginning for Python. I'm still like very, very basic Python. Like
okay,
uh,
okay. That's cool. Cool. Yeah. So I can give my introduction. So I'm Mezu. Uh, pretty much a seasoned data engineer. I've been working in this field for like 10 years. I started my career around the time I worked with Rabi that for a client. But for the past 6 years or so, I've been pretty much working in the cloud. I've been working on Azure specifically, and has been also building out pretty much the same data warehousing or ETL uh, development work. I've been building data warehouses and data marts, doing analytics and and data integration work, mostly in the cloud with Azure using Databricks, Azure Data Factory, and other services. Currently, I'm working with Capgemini, which is also a well-known consulting firm, and I'm based in Houston, in Houston, Texas. So supporting oil and gas client. So so that's a bit about me. So a little bit about the course, just some basics. It actually starts on 24th to December 9th, 19th. It's like 2 hours Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's a lot of time to really cover a lot of questions and also go deep dive depending on the cohort, like what people want to focus on. But the goal is to help you get up and ready to start working. Because I remember when I was at the place in my career where I worked on a, I haven't worked in the cloud, and then that time, like 5 years ago, cloud was becoming more relevant. I know that that transition was a bit tough, um, just doing interviews and trying to learn on my own. So now I've kind of put together all my experiences, and I'll be going through the course. That way you can just learn what you need to learn and get a job as quickly as possible. So some of the things we'll review is cover some of the SQL review for some people that are not uh, quite familiar with it, because I know some people are coming from different backgrounds, like data analyst or data uh, QA, like quality assurance analyst. So we'll cover some of the concepts that we normally use in data engineering, in SQL, and also in Python, some advanced stuff. This Python mostly is for the interviews, things to watch out for, because that is where a lot of people struggle in the interview stage. The actual job is not that hard when it comes to using Python in data engineering, but interviews can be quite challenging. So we'll kind of give you some uh, guidance around what to focus on. And then we're gonna now cover the cloud fundamentals, Azure Cloud. And I think that's where a lot of you are looking for the knowledge. Like the Azure Cloud is actually uh, not too complicated, because nowadays we have cloud engineers that kind of most of the companies they will take the heavy lifting off of you. You just have to know as a data engineer what does what, how to get access to them. If you run into issues, what is your responsibility, was the cloud engineer's responsibility. So that's something we can get into. That way you feel confident when you're working for what you know, and you know what you need to know. And by the way, if you have any questions, feel free to pause me or speak up, get off mute. Then we're gonna go into this ETL data factory. This is one of my favorite ETL tools. Currently, a lot of clients use that in Azure for orchestration and pulling in data. So if you have worked with any other ETL tool, it's similar, but it's more simple and more powerful as well. So we're gonna go over that and do some projects around that, ingesting tables, and then really majority of the time we'll spend with Spark. I think this is where the buzz is now. Spark and Databricks. That's what you know, something totally different from what we used to uh, deal with when we worked on these tools many years ago. So learn some fundamentals of distributed architecture, learn the basics of PySpark. So this is actually PySpark is like its own kind of flavor of Python, you could say, and it's a mixture of Python and SQL. So it's actually not too complicated to pick up, but we're just gonna go over the main basic syntax that we need to know, and then we're gonna spend a lot of time with Databricks. What's Databricks architecture? Because as you can see now in the market, if you're looking for jobs, a lot of people are not using Spark, open source Spark, right? They're using Databricks or Snowflake. Um, but I'm not covering Snowflake in this bootcamp. But the point is, Databricks is something that they keep growing. They keep getting more clients. So we will learn a lot of the features that they are offering that makes companies want to use them, because that's what you probably get asked in the interviews and you'll see it in the jobs. So we'll go over a lot of the concepts, the features they have, so that way you're aware they are nothing complicated. It's just to know them and their functionalities. Then we spend some time on the optimization, knowing what are the knobs to tune your workload. The best practices is very well documented in Databricks. And finally, some data warehousing concepts, like that for some of us that are still new in the engineering, like it's type 1, type 2, slow change dimension, and all that. So then we're gonna have a lot of time we'll spend just doing projects. Like the last 2 weeks, we have about three projects. One is a streaming project using the autoloader framework with in Databricks. Another one is with change data feed, and also another one is a batch ingestion data pipeline project using Databricks as well. So that uh, will be worked on as a capstone project, because this capstone project will have both data factory and Databricks component, creating that end-to-end pipeline that this is something that I implemented for like at least 3 clients. Like people use this a lot. Chances are if you go to a new job, you're gonna see this kind of pipeline. And the goal is so that if you build some of these projects, you could have it on your resume, or you could, if you don't want to have it, that's fine. But you can just talk about it, right? During the interviews, you can talk about it because you have done it. If you get asked questions, you can answer it and show that you know what you are doing. So that's and for the end, yes, I also have resume building, interview tips and preparation. And one thing I also offer is just mentorship as well. You can always ask me any questions that you want. We can go over any challenges you have uh, in regarding to where you're struggling, any concept you're struggling, if you need additional materials, additional resources. And I'll be dropping during the week additional materials, YouTube videos, Udemy courses, whatever that I feel like can help you get the more ground solid understanding. I'll be dropping those links as well. So, so yeah, the cost is 1,500 for pay instrumental. The recordings will be provided. I also share recordings. You have access to the recordings well after the bootcamp is done, for almost a year or two, and you will need Azure Cloud account. So this is something you have to know. Like I know, like prerequisites is SQL and Python, but also Azure Cloud account. First month is free trial, but then after that, it might cost you between $5 to $20 a month based on your workload. So that's pretty much it. I'll provide any sample file, sample data, and anything you need. So, any questions so far?
So, Mirza, how you divide this course? Do you do like a theory and a practical in the same week, or you do like a half and half? How you proceed?
Yeah. So during the course, during the session, the way it works is we'll have, like, let's say it's like it starts 6:30, right? 6:30 to 8:30. So the first, you could say, first 30 minutes to an hour will be some theory, just if necessary, going some slides showing you, okay, look at the concepts, explaining, talking it through. Then you get to now start doing hands-on. So, like, for example, the part, like, let's say advanced SQL, right? So I can explain, okay, what is CTE, right? What is CTE? Show you an example, and then I can start coding an example live, and also you have the scripts to practice. So one of the things I'm trying to do is every session, most times you have a notebook where you can actually play with the practice what you are learning at the moment and follow along with me. But some people don't like following along, so they want to do it at their own time. So you should have have that option too at the end, to where I send you all the notebooks that or scripts that I've written in the class session. That way you have it um, for your own practice as well. Does that help? Like, then at the end of it, every session there will be homeworks as well to help you practice. Does that make sense? Because yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, but when you get to the projects, that will be whole, like, you get it will be on GitHub, the projects, so you can download the source files and project artifact, and then you can do that one later. Yeah. So any other questions?
Just one question regarding the sessions. if, for instance, I'm not able
to make
to
it. Yeah,
follow, yeah, to make it, because sometimes it's difficult
yeah,
to have that the time to see it online. Are you going to record those sessions and then make it
yeah,
available later on?
yeah, yeah. So that's what I'm saying here. Yeah, all the sessions will be recorded, and you'll get access to them for at least a year or more if you need. And yeah, you could, take your time, go at your own pace. Um, you know, that will be available.
Just one question with with
Yeah,
the all the material that we are going to learn from Azure.
yeah.
Would it be possible that in the end of the course we can submit to the to the exam, or
Oh, yeah, yeah. So
not really?
this one at the end of the course, yes, that's a good question. With what we are covering with Databricks, you should be able to take the Databricks Associate. Let me show you Databricks Associate. So it may not, obviously, it may not be 100%. Um, like it's like after the course, I cannot promise you that you pass the exam, but all I can promise is we'll cover a lot of these topics because Lakehouse platform will definitely go over it. ETL with Spark and SQL, like you already, when you do the projects, you will get that experience. Incremental design, we'll cover that. Data government production pipelines. So a lot of the topics we'll cover. There might be some nuance specific things that you may need to learn on your own, and I will also help you with the courses I used to study. There's actually a website that very good to help you with the past questions, exam practice questions for this database certification. Um, so in essence, yes. With this course, you have a very solid foundation to go for this. But like I said, you will need a little bit more studying,
Mhm.
but it shouldn't be too much. For the Azure data engineer certification, that I don't know because this Azure data engineer one, I'm not covering like Synapse and Fabric. Let me see. I'm not covering a couple of the stuff here, like event hubs and all that. Like, because this my course is mostly towards Databricks. So we are covering Data Factory, but Synapse, we are not covering all these things. You will also cover Data Lake and Databricks. So you just with this one, you might have more to brush up on. Um, like the reason why I'm not covering all this is because in the real world, most people are using Databricks, right? So people are no more using Synapse, Stream Analytics, Event Hubs. It's not, you don't see that a lot. Like a lot of people, they use the Databricks equivalent.
Okay.
So that's why I focus on that.
So maybe one quick question. So all those analytic part I think Microsoft moved to the Microsoft Fabric. So,
Oh yeah, Fabric, yeah.
yeah, are you covering that Microsoft Fabric on this course?
No. So Fabric, so is something that a lot of people it's still like brand new. Um, a lot of companies are not using it. A lot like they are, doing POCs or doing, you know, experimental work on it, but it's not like stable as of yet because there's a lot of, like from what I've heard, Fabric they have a lot of issues, limitations, things not working, and the overall overall sentiment on Fabric is just don't it's not production ready. It's something like if you're like a small company, let's say small company, you're doing analytics, okay, you want to have some ETL to do as well, okay, go ahead, Fabric might work for you. But if you're a bigger company, it's not safe. So that's why you know you know I'm not, yeah, I'm not covering that. And then even in the job market, some people will ask for Fabric, but most times you don't see that as a main requirement. Yeah.
Sorry about this basic question, but what is the function of the fabric of the
Oh yeah,
Azure
sure,
fabric?
sure. Fabric. So Azure Fabric is like same with this Synapse thing you see here. So what happens, like, this is why people have been moving away from Microsoft, because they keep changing, right? Because it wasn't long when they brought out Synapse. Like, because before Synapse, they had um, Azure Data Warehouse, something like that. They had something. So they came with Synapse. Everybody was happy. Like, I learned Synapse. I use Synapse. Our
Yeah,
company used Synapse, right? But
yeah.
it didn't last for like, it just took like 2 years.
Mhm.
They came out with Fabric. No,
Okay.
they come out with Fabric, and now Fabric, they're saying everybody should move to Fabric. But Fabric still has similar issues they had in Synapse.
Yeah.
So people,
S-
yeah,
So you
don't,
are talking about the ingestion of the data, is that it?
yeah. So Fabric
Okay.
is, if did you know Synapse, what Synapse is? But
No.
Fabric is nothing but um, it's an ecosystem, right?
Mhm.
Where you have your data warehouse, your ETL tool, your reporting tool like Power BI,
Yeah.
and your storage all bundled into one offering.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So that's what it is. So it's it is, you know,
So
it
in
is,
in
yeah,
yeah. So in most of the cases, what you see in customers is that
yeah,
they don't use that, at least big customers, they don't use that fabric
yeah. They
yet.
don't use it. Yeah, not yet,
Yeah.
not yet, not yet. It's
Okay.
not popular like
Okay.
Databricks. So Databricks is way more popular right now. So if you look, just type it like Azure Data Engineer jobs, you just see uh, everybody is looking for Databricks. No. Let's see, this one says job description. I'm seeing job description. Okay, now they mention Fabric, they mention Synapse, Data Factory. Let's see, the ADF, Data Factory, DevOps. I'm surprised they didn't mention Databricks here. But as you know, some job descriptions they also kind of they just mention whatever they want to mention. But you could do the research. Is quite a lot that need. Let's see, indeed, uh, quite a lot that look for data bricks. Agile, Scrum, blah, blah, blah. Okay, these guys are using Snowflake. So that's what you see in the industry now. A lot of times it's either they are using Snowflake or they are using Databricks. But Synapse, yeah,
Snowflake is similar to Databricks, is that it? Or is a
yeah.
completely
So
different solution?
it's
Sorry about those basic
no,
questions, but
no.
uh,
It's fine. It's fine.
yeah,
Snowflake is sort of like a data warehouse. And we see, like, we'll go over this, right? Like, I would go over when I go over the Azure uh, cloud fundamentals. I will go over all the different offerings for Azure. So the Synapse is like your data warehouse, like your cloud data warehouse.
mhm,
And Snowflake is like that as well. It's a cloud data warehouse. So Databricks, it does. So the difference with Databricks is it does both the data warehouse and also machine learning. So that's why uh, that's why Databricks is a bit different. Like it solves the problem of your data warehouse as well as for people doing machine learning, which is not something we cover in this bootcamp, but it's a lot of people that do machine learning and AI,
yeah,
they get to use Databricks a lot, and that's one thing Databricks is famous for. So that's what it is. So to answer your question, yes, Snowflake is more like cloud data warehouse solution.
yeah,
You just a data warehouse in the cloud, but they also now they are starting to get machine learning as well. So you can see Snowflake and Databricks they compete a lot. They try to copy each other, and you know, and you'll see. I will explain everything, the architecture and everything, why it was really different. But yeah, see, yeah, you see, like this one saying. Most of the time, Spark, you see Databricks,
yeah,
Azure, Databricks. But yeah, but like I would say, like this in this industry, one of the things that I learned is there's so many tools. Like that's why data engineering is so confusing. There's so many tools.
yeah, yeah,
There are Synapse, Fabric.
yeah. I know.
It's so easy to get confused, right?
It
Because
is.
what
It
to
is.
learn.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that,
yeah,
that's my problem. I see too many tools, and it's really complex to know
yeah,
which one to learn and which one to go for. So it's kind of
yeah, yeah,
difficult decision. Yeah,
yeah. And the job descriptions they don't help. They list every single thing. Like,
yeah,
come on, like Kafka, Spark,
yeah, yes,
MuleSoft, and these
yes,
are just this company. No way, like no way they are using all this at the same time. Informatica, Data Factory,
yes,
like Data Factory and Informatica are the same. They're ETL tools. You cannot use both at the same time, right? So
yeah,
SSIS, Rabbi,
yeah, yes,
SSIS. So
yeah.
yeah, so
So they just, you know, drop
list,
a lot of, yeah, list a lot of different
yeah,
tools and hope that
yeah.
you have one on your CV.
That's another. If you want a pro tip, you do the same thing they do. Like you list Everything, like when it comes to the tool section in your resume, you list
Yes.
all these tools as well. Now,
Yes.
in your experience, that's where you kind of focus on the ones you actually know, like I said, like Data Factory, Spark. You can just focus on those. But yeah, a lot of times,
Well,
the
I
way,
came,
yeah.
yeah, I came more from the, the what we use is more, let's say, on premises
Okay, on premise. Yeah.
environment. So we use Kafka, and then we use different databases like ClickHouse and different stuff,
Oh, okay.
and Redis and all this stuff. But yeah, so I was just trying to. But I know that in the cloud there are different tools. For instance,
Yeah.
Microsoft, you have different tools that you can use. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you actually have a good experience because if you work with Kafka in the on-prem
yeah,
and these other services, like say Spark, open source Spark on-prem,
yeah,
moving to the cloud is actually not hard. Like you just cloud makes everything a lot easier. You don't have
yeah.
to do too much cluster management and all that. Mm, Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So yeah, you're welcome. Any other questions? If you guys have, um, let me know.
By the way, we will run all the Python scripts in
In
using.
Databricks.
Okay, so that's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
Databricks. Yeah, you can run Python
Do-
scripts in Databricks. And
I thought you had some kind of Jupyter notebook or something like that,
oh,
but it's not
for
some.
that, yeah, you can do Jupyter Notebook as well. Yeah, you can install Anaconda
Mhm.
and do that as well. There's no, I think I did that. I might do that for this one actually. Yeah, during this
Those
SQL,
two.
yeah,
Yeah.
review, I would probably use Jupyter Notebook. And for the SQL section, probably we can use. Normally, I just I just use the Azure SQL DB
Mhm.
because it's easy to just create it there, and it has a data, like it has data for you, like it has a you can create a database with some sample data, so
Yeah.
it makes it easy for me to just run the bootcamp with that. So yeah, we can do with Jupyter Notebook. Yeah, later we use Databricks. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you guys have other questions, let me know. Feel free
Yeah.
to
Just one
message
question.
me.
To
Yeah.
to um, to enroll in the course, we should go to your site, to that site, and yeah,
Yeah.
and enroll. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Do you have this link? Is it on the
No,
LinkedIn? No?
Now, if you
Really?
can
I
share
don't.
it.
I don't have it. Like if anybody has it.
Yeah, yeah. I will put it. I thought it was there. All right, let me put it in the chat. Then I also put it in the LinkedIn. Man, see, I have horrible marketing skills. I don't even have my link in the LinkedIn. All right, where's the chat button?
Really, one is a cooking person. You cannot do instruction and marketing at the same time.
I know, I know. I'm just a data engineer. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even. Uh, Yeah, I'm surprised. That's true. I didn't put it there. Mm, uh, all right. I will update this. Mm,
Can I ask a question?
yeah, sure.
So I'm seeing two installments of seven
50, yeah.
dollars. So like I'm not sure if I'll be able to keep up with everybody here. I might like really, really slow the class down. So I'm wondering if there's anything that could be done in that regard.
Okay, like you mean like cost wise,
Yes.
or you want to pay differently, or what?
Mm,
We,
I'm just saying, like, if like there are two senior data engineers here and I don't have prior experience. So
so so make it let me explain something to you. Like, so this session we're having is not the first session I had on this. So before, there are already people that signed up that have no, they don't have this senior, like they are senior data engineers. So one person is actually coming from a QA background, one person is a data analyst. So they don't. So the course is not for senior data engineers. Um, it's meant to take everyone along, um, and take them to the finish line. So that's really what the course is about. It's not like only for senior data engineers. We'll still cover. If someone wants to skip sessions, that's fine. That's up to them. But we will go over the, everything we need to help you get to where you need to get to. And you can always reach out to me for further questions. Like on the weekends, I'm available. Like Saturday, most times I can get on a call and support you if you need more
that's
help.
that's absolutely fine. Then. No worries. Thank you. Yeah, as long as there are other people that are on my level. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, like this not, yeah, this not, yeah,
All right. No worries. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. So any other questions?
Nope.
All right. If so, thank you guys for joining.